want to just conclude by reading to you the conclusion of the parasha. My genius friend, Rabbi Aharon Levi, you may not know him because he's only speaking in Hebrew in Israel, but he's a very talented brain, he is. He concluded the entire parasha. Let me read it to you. What do we learn from the parasha we read on Shabbat, parashat Noach? Conclusion. A. Miracles does not bring you emunah, does not bring faith, but they straightened the emunah you already had. They make it even stronger. But to bring emunah to an atheist, some kofar, infidel, nobody becomes Baal Tshuva for miracles. After a day or two, it's all forgotten. 2, sins between men to God, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is very patient with. מעריך אף. לא ישחית וירבה להשיב אפו ולא ירקח חמתו. Hashem has a lot of patience. 10 years, 20, 30, 40, he's waiting. Sometimes until the next world. But sins between men to men, usually the punishments are much faster to come. 3, the world of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is designed that there will be a lot more good than bad. When you see the opposite, that there is more bad than good, people are to be blamed. People messed up the foundation, the principles, the reality, and they unfortunately destroys the world. Like today. 4, there is no bigger curse in life than a person that is addicted to his desires. He's a drug addict, not of heroin or cocaine or grass. He's a drug addict of food and women and sport and money and cars and jewelry and food and vacations and 5 million other things. There is, listen to this, there is no bigger curse in life than a person that is addicted to materialism and pleasure. And there is no greater blessing in life from a person that overcome his desires. Meaning he control his desires. Don't let the desire lead him to where he's not supposed to go. It's the other way around. He suppresses his desires and passing the test daily. 5, when society is united, no one can harm that society. It's great and strong. When society is separated, contradiction, disagreements, fights, politics, baseless hatred, what we had in Israel before, what happened now in the past year, it's like a cookie that was broken to many crumbs, מפורדת. Even a tiny wind brings that society out of the roots. It's so weak that a little wind makes the tree comes out with his roots. Why? Because there's no unity. Each one was on his own, the wind can harm. But when everyone attaches one big, large, thick piece, no wind can move such a solid society. 6, the holiness of life, meaning what the Torah describes as the obligation of watching your health and your life and not to commit suicide, etc., proves, what does it prove? That a person is not the master of his life, meaning he's not in control of his life. Life that was given to him by Hashem, it's not in his hand. He can take it from him any time. And he himself cannot decide when he's going to die. So it's not in his hand. It's like someone lets you use the store, but it's not your store. You work there as long as you're there, but it's not yours. You can't sell it to anyone else. 7, a person is alive, a living person is only someone that is capable to go against the flow. Everyone decided to be gay, I won't be. Everyone will be a thief, I won't dare. Everyone start to smoke in a young teenager age, I won't touch cigarette. Everyone is a drug addict, smoking drugs or worse, meaning weed and grass. I will not touch it. And many other examples. Those are the losers, and I'll be a winner. So what do we see from here? Only someone that can go against the direction of the world is considered alive. How do you know if a fish is alive or not? All the fish come with the waves towards the shore, and all of a sudden one fish is swimming to the opposite direction. They're all dead, so the waves carry all of them into one direction because they don't have a life of their own. And when you see one fish swim against the flow, then you know he's alive. And it applies to every one of us daily. 8, it's worthy for the world to be created for one righteous, complete human being. Like Avraham Avinu was alone in his generation. We see from here that Hashem agreed to keep the whole world thanks to Avraham. Same thing with Noach. Ish tzaddik tamim, only one tzaddik in the world. Millions are reshaim, and the world survived for 10 generations for one person. Everyone are worse than animals. One righteous man, Hashem keep the world for 10 generations. You know how many years between Noach and Avraham? 700 years. All together with the life of Avraham, it could be 1,000 years. What for? For one individual. It was worth it for Hashem to create the world for one righteous, complete human being. And I want to remind you that there was before Judaism started. Avraham was before Judaism. Noach before Judaism. So even a goy, a complete Ben Noach that is not a murderer, not a thief, not an idol worshipper, does not commit sins of animals, does not practice homosexuality and other abomination, believe in one God, someone like that in his daily life, one goy, it was already worth it for Hashem to keep a world with millions of wicked, filthy people for that one superb human being. It's a very big statement here. The one. 9. In every generation there are people that bow down to their own creation. Meaning they create statues, after they made it, that's become their God. Can something be dumber than that? You build a statue in your home, and after that you bow down to that piece of wood or stone and ask him to have mercy on your children. Do you know anything dumber than that? Imagine me, I'm going to the beach, I make a pile of sand, make an image of a human being, something like Buddha, and I begin to daven. Dear God, who is God? Look, you just made it. There was sand on the floor. Shh, don't confuse me. I'm focusing now. I have kavana. L'shem yichud kodsha v'richut, shchinte. I don't know if you're wicked or you need to be in a barbanel, in a mental institution. טוב, and the last thing, רבותיי, בכל דור ישנם אנשים שמשתחווים למעשה ידיהם. The difference is that every generation, those statues are changing style, but the concept remains the same. And the last one, conclusion from the parasha, Ish Emet, a man of the truth, is someone that is willing to jump into the fire. But what for? For the truth, for the sake of the truth. Like Avraham, we're going to burn you. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Haidar and Kiddush Hashem. Say that you believe in Yoshke. We will let you go. We'll give you a green card. You'll be a superb Greek. Say you believe in our God, Zeus, or the rest of their nonsense. We'll let you go. You'll be a Greek. We'll give you a green card. You'll be one of us, Mityaven. No, I won't. There's only one God and there's only one truth. you are all fakers. We'll throw you to the fire. Throw me. So a man of the truth is someone who is willing to sacrifice his life and jump into the fire for the truth. A man of a lie is sheker. What's his job? To light the fire. You get it or no? He is the one who create the fire in the first place and keep it going. Why it's so important for him to burn people that are willing to die for the sake of the truth? To make them vanish. They are a pin in the neck, like they say in America. As long as they yell, Charedim, oof, Charedim, oof. Enough with these religious people, with these Charedim. Of course enough. They talk about Hashem, you don't want to hear it. They talk about reward and punishment, you don't want to hear it. They talk about the fake, horrible ideology of the fake universities, you don't want to hear it. They talk against the greed and the addiction to materialism and the horrible abomination in society and the corruption and the rebelling against the laws of nature, things that you constantly worship. Someone tell you the truth in your face, let's get rid of him. And I will finish with a sentence from the Rambam in the introduction to the Mishnayot. The Rambam says, if I will have to say the truth to one superb Jew, he came to learn, I have 10,000 people in the audience, 10,000 people. I have to say the truth that will be accepted by one person only. The other 10,000 people in the audience will get angrier by the minute. They can't stand it. They boo. They show that they get angry. They make faces. They push the chair. They get up. They sit. They lost their patience. But one, he writes notes. Excuse me, can you repeat it, Rabbi? Wow, 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 psh, wow. 10,000 are angry. One student is inspired. Is this a gain or a loss? You're helping one soul and you're making 10,000 go further away from the truth. They get irritated. They're allergic. They can't hear it. They're ready to choke you. They're about to get up and leave. They don't want to hear anymore about religion. You get on their nerve. Is it better to be quiet, not to hurt the other 10,000? But that guy would lose, because he wanted to hear. Because of the 10,000, he cannot hear. Or ignore them, teach him the truth, and whatever happen, happen. What's the right way? The Rambam asks a very important question in life. We all have this test in life. And the Rambam say, if you close on me from all direction, there's no way for me to run. And I have a very narrow path. And I will have to teach the truth to the one superb Jew on the expense of 10,000 fools. That's how we call them, ksilim. 10,000 fools will be irritated and angry and go further away from the truth than they were before I started to speak. I will teach the truth to the one superb Jew, and I'll put all my efforts in him to get him out of his confusion and show him the right direction, even with the price of 10,000 fools that will get further away from the truth. I will do it with no hesitation. That's the words of the Rambam.